Good day everyone, welcome to channel AMEC, your insight to the Australian visa system. My name is Carl Young, Registered Migration Agent. Today is the 5th of April 2019. I would like to take this opportunity to actually provide you some news and what has been happening for the past 7 days. So, there has been a major shift of and also implementation of new regulations where the Department of Immigration is looking forward to do as there has been a newly announced federal budget. I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. It was Monday or Tuesday. Anyway, prior to that, last Friday, the Shadow Minister of Immigration, Mr. Shane Newman, attended the MIA functions down in Adelaide, South Australia, where he criticised the fact that the current government and current immigrations had causing a lot of backlog, delays, and many of you might actually experience it due to the abolishment of 457 employment sponsored visas back in 2017, I believe. So the whole abolishments, not just to remove the law, but it basically wiped out, I believe it was 20 or 30,000 applications where they have been submitted under the old regulations. So it was not, I believe it's not a fair go, but then it does create a lot of issues and backlogs. So currently there has been more than 30,000 bridging visa holders, and due to the decrease of the permanent migration intake as well, causing a lot of problem for all the other visas. For example, business innovations visas, there has been a lot of delays. Partner visas, a lot of delays as well. So many of the viewers, you may experience that, and hopefully the new government, where the general election is gonna held on the May 2019, where if a new government is to be elected, a better and efficient immigration system could be implemented in the future. So anyway, that's not for us to talk too much about it, because there's not much of control that we can do. And there's also another news come out from some inside migration gurus talking about that the government's political talks, it's not really hitting the actual problem of the congestions of the major cities, because most of the visa and migrant intakes are the temporary migrant intakes, and predominantly are actually dominated by international students. And we got to look in the fact, because most of the university campuses are around Sydney and Melbourne, some are Brisbane. So obviously if an international student wanted to come to Australia, obviously that's their preferences. But anyhow, looks like the government has putting in actions finally to do something after the federal budget. So I did receive 3 days ago news from Migration Institute Australia, where they have some updates, and this is very vital. Not too much detail yet, because it looks like they're gonna do further implementations in November. So more news is coming out, so make sure, if you want to get the most updated news, subscribe to our channel or like in our Facebook. Okay, so let me take you into the actual email that I received and go one by one and explain it to you. Okay, so this is the actual email received 3 days ago from Migration Institute Australia. So first thing first, federal budget announcements is the fee is gonna be increased again by 5.4% from 1st of July, except visitor visas. Now, looks like the government did announce they have surplus, but I believe the funding that they receive is not enough for some reason. So they're looking to increase the revenue of 275 million. Okay. Now, Skilling Australian Fund, looks like they haven't met their target. Well, obviously because the change and abolishment of the 457 scheme, which had major shake-up, and the preferences and allotments had dramatically dropped for the past 2 years. So, and again, reiterate of the reduced to 160,000 intake for the next 4 years. Now, whether or not if Labour government does come in ruling of the future Australia as a nation, whether or not they will increase it, well, we gotta look what they're gonna do. But I believe they will then continue to focus on the regional migrations. Okay, now the secondary skill migrants, they are looking in November to this is for subclass 189 and 190 visa applicant or future applicants, where they require to get a partner score points, a partner points, or skill partner points. The current scheme requires the partner to go through skill assessments and get a positive skill assessments. Now, from November, looks like what they're going to do is they possibly going to remove that, and basically wanting the partner to prove that he or she has a competent English, which is equivalent to IELTS test score of 6 across 4 bands. Now, that's much easier. So if you do have a partner, make sure he or she gets a good IELTS score. Now, the next one is the new regional visas, where it's a major shakeup, because they're going to introduce a skill work regional and skill employment sponsor regional, where they're going to remove the current 187 and the 489 visas. Now, what they're going to do with the further detail, we don't know. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, and we will get that detail to you. And the next one is that they're going to introduce additional 12 months of the 485 visas of a post-study if you have been studying in regional university. So as you can see, all the news and the legislation is pointing towards regional Australia. So regional Australia is going to be a major migration pathways into the future. So what I will focus is northern part of Queensland, starting from Sunshine Coast, up all the way up to Cairns, Townsville. There's James Cook University, there's Central Queensland University, Northern Territory, and South Australia, and obviously Tasmania. All right, that's the news for today. And should you have more query or leave a comment, I'll reply to you. Thank you. Bye.